good.
All right,
I'm
brother.
happy for that.
Introduce yourself to the people that are in our viewing and listening audience. Tell them who you are, where you at, and a little bit about Nash MC.
Yeah, my name is Nash MC, all the way from Tanzania, East Africa, from capital city Dar es Salaam, representing the real hip hop from this side. 21 years of experience in this music industry, hip hop. I'm an activist, a Swahili movement man, and the conservative of hip hop culture. So that's his Nash MC. Yeah, a knowledge man. I can introduce myself by that. So that's his Nash MC. 37 years of age. I'm up to older now.
Yes, old enough to be an elder and young enough to be the youth. What are you doing over there with Kinasa? Tell us about your organization as well.
Yeah, I'm held in, now I have an institution called Kinasa. Kinasa means Kiswahili na Sanaa. Swahili and art is like a local organization with promotion of Swahili language through hip hop. So we keep promoting Swahili language through hip hop, but we're promoting the knowledge of hip hop, the culture of hip hop through our mother tongue language, and that language is Swahili. So what Kinasa doing is keeping alive the hip hop culture by using our local language. And now Swahili is one of the widely spoken language in the world. More than 100 millions of people are speaking Swahili from globally, so Swahili now is one of the widely spoken language. So we use Swahili to promote our culture, Tanzanian culture, but at the same time, we use Swahili to penetrate the real message to our people, to our communities. We need to raise up the voice of our communities, society. So hip hop is one of the biggest platforms without any doubt, any discrimination, negativity. So hip hop we believe hip hop is a huge platform to keep everything positive. So we use hip hop to learn, to get a knowledge, to exchange cultural movement, to exchange cultural experience with other people. That is hip hop. So we use Swahili to make sure that we penetrate our message through hip hop.
So tell me the name of your country, because I heard you pronounce it two different ways. Am I correct? You pronounced it two different ways.
Tanzania.
And then you said it another way.
Yeah, Tanzania, and we have a capital town is called Dar es Salaam.
Oh, you said Tanzania. Tanzania. Yeah. You said Tanzania.
Tanzania is a locally pronunciation, Tanzania. But for the people from other side, they call Tanzania. When you go to German, they call Tanzania. So, but I can call it myself Tanzania.
Got it. I just want to say it correctly. So when I get off the plane in Tanzania, I'm saying it correctly. All right? Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's a correct, man. It's a correct, man.
So what was your first introduction to hip hop, Nash? Like, when was your first introduction to hip hop culture, the music? Like, what was it that brought you into first introduction that you remember?
It was you mean inspiration or what?
I mean first time ever hearing hip hop, ever being introduced to anything hip hop, anything that was that culture that you are now immersed in, a part of, a giant in. What was that first thing that you was like, what is this?
Yeah. It was from our local uncle from uh, there was a man called Ramso. It was in 1998 when the hip hop was hip hop. So I was in standard 6. I remember in primary school. Yeah, so I went to my friend's uncle, and when we was there, he was listening to. I remember it was Grave Diggers by the album by Wu-Tang Clan was produced by RZA. Yeah, I was like, who are these? What these guys are doing? And then he told me these are Grave Diggers. You know Grave Diggers? Man, I don't know what these guys are rapping or saying, because I didn't know how to speak English, and I didn't understand English on that time. So he told me that the day you will come to understand what these guys are talking about. So my hip hop experience was a little bit different, because I start to listen one of the underground MCs, typical. You know, when you mention Grave Diggers, the members from Wu-Tang Clan, everybody's like, Grave Diggers? So that was different experience of me for me. So my friend's uncle, he told me that he welcomes me at his home every time to go and listen some music or hip hop albums. And on that time, it was on the tapes. We used tapes, you know. So I used to see a lot of tapes at his home, you know. After Grave Diggers, he was a fan of Wu-Tang Clan. So after Grave Diggers album, there was a Wu Syndicate album.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then I was like, man, who these guys are? So he started to translate to me about what the guys are rapping. What are they mean? What the meaning of the lyrics and other stuffs like that. So I start to understand, and I say, yeah, this is going to be my music.
Wow.
So that was my experience, and then in 1999. He gives me a lot of albums. I start to listen. It was written by Nas, Illmatic, and a lot of albums I used to listen at his home. And that man, he's my mentor for real. So that was my experience, my introduction for the hip hop culture.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Classic era, classic music.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, that was classic music. It was a good time, and that time, it was hard to find. It was in Tanzania. It was hard to find some music, some hip hop music. So it was we should have to wait for your friends who are in USA or Europe to send you the materials like tapes, EP, LPs, So the ones who have friends in Europe or in USA, they got some tapes. So a lot of people were going to that man. So sometimes you go to your friends and you see and you meet a lot of people, like 15 or 20 friends joining together to listen some albums. It was an era crazy. It was a crazy era.
Yeah. That's amazing. And that transfer of culture, that transfer of information and knowledge, like you said, from hip hop in that era all the way back to the motherland, that's amazing. That's a bridge and that's a passage that we've been able to build through hip hop, and not because of any institutional connection, not because of any governmental connection or anything, but a lot of times we've been able to make these connections via the internet because of hip hop. And look at us now. Just together here right now. We've been building for years. Me and you've been building for years online, trading music, shooting links back and forth. I'm so,
I remember.
Yes, brother. I'm very inspired by what you are doing with your hip hop organization and the reason behind why you are doing it. is empowering. And that's the reason we're on the conversation today, to talk about what's in the future and what's the next moves for your organization, and how can people tap in and learn more about what you're doing and support what you're doing in Tanzania with the hip hop culture in Swahili, and keeping the preservation and the community empowerment at the forefront of what everything you're doing. Just announce like any web links or anything like that so people can look it up right quick while we on.
First of all, I would like to thank you, my man, Fidel. We were chatting from day one. We didn't know each other, even the faces. Then we tap on Facebook. It's a love of, it's for the hip hop love, you know. It's a love, it's a peace, unit, and that's all elements. We live in all elements: peace, love, unit, and having fun. And we all share this, you know. And this is the good of hip hop. This is the great moment of hip hop. We use hip hop as a platform to make sure that people are connecting, you know, and not going. People are connecting, not separating. No, we don't need to separate. We need to connect, to collaborate, to make things go on. You know, we need to go forward. Yeah. So that's why I like the way we keep chatting from day one, and now we're here. But I really respect the way you appreciate my movement. Even me, I really appreciate you as TRUE SKOOL. That's what's up, man. It's crazy, man. I like what you're doing, because what you're doing is like what we're doing here back in Tanzania.
That's right, bro.
Yeah.
We call Kinasa our sister. This one our sister brother organization. You know.
Yes,
brother. I'm pulling up. Won't be long. I'm pulling up. I'm coming. I'm telling you. As soon as all coming to check it out.
Yeah, that's great, man. That's great, man. So
and I know you'll be over here this summer. You'll be on this side this summer. So like we're gonna be able to connect in a real way, real soon.
Yeah, we will connect, and it will be a great journey. It will be a great moment. I can't wait to be there at the TRUE SKOOL to make sure that I meet a lot of people from your side. So for now, Kinasa, I can say we don't have a website for Kinasa, but we have a Facebook page. We have an Instagram account for Kinasa. Why do I say we don't have a website? Because we are not registered NGO, but we are not a registered organization. But what we are doing is what can I say? We are not getting any money from what we are doing, you know. Mm-hmm. So we don't have any fund for what we are doing. It's maybe salaries, or someone comes to pay us. Yeah,
we call that.
We are doing for.
We call that like grassroots.
Grassroots or non-profit organization. Yeah. We are non-profit organization. What we are doing is
formalized. It's not a formalized NGO in Tanzania.
Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
Profit. It's not a business. It's not to make money. It's an outreach program to give back to the community. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, and
that's how some of the best things are born. Through hard work and heart, not based on a formalization or a structure or a sponsor. You breaking up a little bit. You breaking up, brother. Just hold tight. The reception is breaking up. It's froze, Nash.
Yeah, I'm here.
I hear you. I hear you. Okay.
Someone was calling, so I hang up the phone.
Got it.
So,
Got it.
so why we are not registered? Why we are not registered here? Because our government system for
Hold on, brother. Hold on.
grassroots like us.
It's still breaking up. It's still breaking up. Just yeah. You got to come back. Just come back in. Come back in. Come back in. You're listening to MC Nash all the way from Tanzania, Africa, tapping in for the True Knowledge session. We're talking about Cypher for the future. All right, we back live. We back live. Yes. Okay, we back live. Let's get back into the conversation. Go ahead, brother. What was you saying?
Yeah. So why Kinasa not we are not registered officially here in Tanzania, because government system do not support hip hop grassroots like us, you know, because I don't know what they mean, what they want. I don't know why they don't want to. They don't want this kind of cross. I think it's political.
Our sound. Yeah. What he's saying is so important. We have to get that. We have to get that drop right there.